Hi, this is Chris with Tela-grow, where I tell you everything you need to know about growing vegetables and plants in your garden. My garden channel is young, and I'd like to show you some of my crepe myrtles today. And I'm in Louisiana. These crepe myrtles are magnificent. I grew these from when they were little young baby plants, and look at that. Look at those plants. I mean, look at those trees. They were young little trees when I first put them in the ground, and they didn't come all at the same time. If I had told you I was an actual hoarder, maybe a landscape hoarder, I've got stuff that you can't see that's all over there, a bunch of stuff that I've picked up off the side of the road, and you're not gonna believe me when I tell you that I've actually picked these crepe myrtles up off the side of the road. Look at those beautiful crepe myrtles, all colors. This one used to be a darker purple. I don't know why it changed it to a lighter purple over the years, but it was that dark, deep, dark purple. And I got white, fuchsia, and this color here, I'm not sure what that color is now, but it used to be very dark. Maybe if I put some lime in the soil area, it would turn dark purple, but they're everywhere. Look at that one in the background. Crepe myrtle. I welcome you to put some crepe myrtles in your yard. Look at this one. Beautiful. Look like a, you know what that reminds me of when I pan out? Reminds me of a fireworks explosion when they are popping fireworks and it's pow, pow. Look at all those colors blooming everywhere. And so what I wanted to do was mix them all together like I did here. And mix them all together and make some a lot of different color explosions. And my neighbors can see them because they grow so tall in this sunny area. Look at those pine trees in the background. But these crepe myrtles, believe it or not, I hadn't bought not one of these crepe myrtles. I don't buy, I try. Chris with Tela-grow would tell you how he started a whole landscape of just all kinds of stuff. Landscape in the front, in the back, all these plants, everything. I didn't pay for any of these. Not that I'm bragging, but I do yard work. And I also pick up mums. Anything that at the end of the year people are throwing out, Christmas trees, I use those to go in my lake to go fishing. You'll see my fishing channel. My fishing channel will show you what I do with the Christmas trees I pick up year-round at the Christmas. But back on the subject of crepe myrtles, I didn't buy any of these. I picked them up. People threw them out on the side of the road because they were diseased or what have you, or something was wrong. And I brought them to the house. This one here has got some dog chain in it. But I brought them to the house and rehab everything that I pick up on the side of the road. I rehab it. Now, crepe myrtles, back to the crepe myrtle. What you want to do is come in and remove all of that skin. You see that skin? If you don't remove that skin, you're setting yourself up for scale damage. My crepe myrtles are beautiful. I'm gonna take you around. I remove all that lower growth like that, like you just saw. I'll snatch some of this stuff off of here and clean all this up because these trees like to breathe. Look at that. All that skin. I'll go through and remove without trying to break my back. All that skin on these crepe myrtles to keep them beautiful. They shed. They're shedding their skin. I've got crepe myrtles. Look at that. See how I've trained my crepe myrtles? All my crepe myrtles are beautifully trained over the years. I did a chop top 2 years ago where I chopped them down real low because they were super tall. They were like, I don't know, man. They were, you think that's tall? They were taller than that. This sunny location here is right here at this hour or whatever it is. Everything grows so big and tall. So that's why I encourage everybody to pick the right location when you're growing stuff. There's a little bit of scale that tries to grow on some of these trees, but you can go in and remove that scale. Let me pan out. See? Remove that scale. Anything that you see on these are your trees, buddy. Buddy girl, buddy boy. See these? Get that junk out of there. See that? Look at that. Get all of that off of there. Dig in there. Dig all off in there. And clean these crepe myrtles up. See how beautiful my skin is? My skin is pretty, I think. It's got a little dirt on it. A little soil don't hurt your skin. Soil is good for your skin. See my skin? But the skin of these crepe myrtles is what I'm talking about saving, because they can acquire scale damage. If you don't clean these trees up, you won't have any beautiful trees. You'll have some old trees. Look at that. See that? I'll go in everywhere I cut. I don't let anything grow. I don't let anything grow where the knots were. What do you call them? Knots or incisions or cuts, whatever. Let me pan out so you can see how I'm just rubbing this baby down. This is my baby crepe myrtles. I get all that skin, all that paper jack off of there. Yeah. See, you don't want any of that. See that? See that scale? That's what I'm talking about right there. Hello. Tips, hacks, tricks, or whatever you want to call them. Get our tails out here and remove our stuff off our crepe myrtles. Look at that. No, you think that might be cool. Hey, look, there's some moss growing, mossy oak. No, pull that off. And you really don't want to set it in the garden. You really don't want to set it in the yard space. I am right now because I'm coming back to clean that up. But you don't want any of that anywhere. Sometimes I come out here and blast these trees with some water. And another thing I use is some non-chemical. See that? See this here? You cannot really allow that to be on there with the skin. They're trying to invade your trees. My crepe myrtles look like this because I have been on top of them for years. Okay, I trained my crepe myrtles. Look at this. Look at that. All these sticks are the growth that was on there. What I do is I take a stem like this here, the big strong ones, and they break off easy. But see all the skin? Today is the video on skin removal. It's so delicate. Just remove all the skin off the trees. You don't want insects hiding in there making a life and making eggs, and that's how your trees get infested with stuff. And then you got scale, like I was just showing you. So I hope the camera footage is quality, because I want this stuff off of this crepe myrtles, and you should too. Look at that, big long pieces. Now let that fall in there. The clean pieces is compost to the garden, as long as you don't have too many insects. But if you're treating your garden regularly with stuff, I don't use chemicals, but I use stuff that'll hinder any insects just devouring everything. See that? Beautiful skin, beautiful crepe myrtles. Go as high as you can. You got to get as high as you can. Rip some of those, rip all that stuff off of there. Look how beautiful these crepe myrtles are. I hope there's no ants crawling up my pant leg while I'm showing y'all the skin, because you'll end up seeing my skin messed up from a ant, fire ant. That's what it's going to end up being. I'll help that skin come off. All you're doing is doing a good job when you do this. I'm going to take you over. I'm going to try to help. You got to move quick. There's a lot of skin. There's a lot of skin, but I want to show you. Look at how, look how I've trained my trees for years. See? And all this because it's nice, good training. In my control, my insect control, I'll teach you that, and I'll show you that in another video. Right now, I'm trying to hurry up and make a quick video on skinning this stuff off these trees, because it has to happen. If you want some beautiful bark, that's a shaded view. You got to come down to the garden and give that tree a massage. I'll call it tree massage. People actually pay me to do this. The professional people that know that's necessary. A lot of people don't even care about their trees. They just expect the tree to do something for them without them doing anything. Just trying to do the work once and have expectations. You have to come out and massage that tree. See that? I can reach that one. I got it. No, but yeah, I'm gonna get my trees all the way down. See? Look at that. All the way down. And you might miss a few spots, but I always want you encourage you guys to visit the garden. To visit the garden and see what's necessary. See, I've already got all of those. Look how much skin. Shed of skin, and I know I missed some. Look at that. Missed some down here at the bottom. Ooh, see, that came off clean. You got to get in here and look at that. Look how beautiful, beautiful new bark. That's a shaded spot there. That's not skin on there. See, when you clean the trees up, when you clean your trees, you have to get down on your knees. Just pull it off. Rub her down. She's so beautiful. Look at that beautiful bark, y'all. Let me jump up off my knees, please, and show you how beautiful that bark is. These trees have been growing off the side of the road. Somebody said, oh, this tree is diseased and something's wrong, or some landscaper told them that it was something wrong and made some money and told them the trees was no good. And all these, every plant around here has come from off the side of the road, pretty much. Basically, everything you see. See this one? Let me show you another tip. Do not let water and junk remain in the pits of these crepe myrtles. Let me pan out if I have to before I get my hand in there. Haha, bare hand, no gloves, no rubber gloves. I'm not scared. It rained last night. There's why there's water in there. And then with sprinkler systems, of course, there's sprinkler systems that'll keep that wet. You do not want that to stay like a wet bog in there in your tree thing there. You say, oh, it's getting good water though. No, it's not. It's rotting out of core. Mine's fresh. See that greenery? See how pretty green that is under all that junk? Take that junk out of the way and then you got greenery. This is Chris with Tela-grow. I'm going to tell you everything you need to know to keep your garden beautiful, whether it's plants, vegetables, what have you. There's a little bit of maintenance, and that's what I like to show you and share with you guys. I'd like for you to like and subscribe. See that? Look at that. I'd like for you to... It doesn't cost anything to like and subscribe. That's what I like about that. Now, I shouldn't be doing this with dirty hands. I just put my hands in that dirty water, and I need to go wash them before I continue on, pretty much. But since I know what I'm doing, and I told you that already, I know what I'm doing, so I can pull it without getting dirt on the bark. Always remember, no dirt on the bark. You're saying, why are you peeling that off? It's too early. Let it fall off naturally. No. You're not going to get out here next time. I know you. I've been watching you too. You think you've been watching me? I've been watching you. And I know you're not getting out here tomorrow and the next day after that. So you better try to get as much as you can. It's not going to hurt the tree. Matter of fact, it's going to make a beautiful kind of like premature indentation since you're pulling it off prematurely. See those, see that markings? You're going to have that on your tree, which is not going to harm the tree. The tree is sustainable to any kind of stuff like that. It's just going to get a couple of little cute little markings, actually. See those markings? Will be right in that area when it darkens later. So, this is Chris with Tela-grow. Well, I'll tell you all you need to know about growing pretty landscape the best you can. I mean, I'm broke right now. Trying to get this, see that? You don't want anything on these trees. That's where the insects live, under that shelling. Boy, I better try to get out of here. I got some meat I want to put on the pit. And then the next video I might show one of my fishing videos, my fishing channel. Combine it with my gardening channel to where fish and vegetables go together. You understand that, right? See, stuff like this, you don't need that. Knock those off and keep your trees beautiful. See that? That's going to dry and heal up real good. It's dark right now because of the shaded part, and the skin would have made it rot easier. So that's why you want to remove all the skin you can. And Chris, this is with Tela-grow. Let me get out of here. See how beautiful that is? Stomp on the bottom pieces right there. That'll keep those young growth from happening, and you'll have a clean, beautiful crepe myrtles. Look at those crepe myrtles throughout the... Oh, I've got crepe myrtles all over the place. Look, I've started these from sticks. That one over there, I've been training them. I almost tripped over these doggone wire cages. Look at that. I've been training them. I've got crepe myrtles. Here's some young ones here that I've got along this fence line, right here over this fig tree. They're going to be companion growers. I just put this fig tree and another fig tree in the background over there. Right there. From cuttings. I brought that home from off the side of the road too. Believe it or not, somebody threw a fig system out, and I said, that's a fig tree. And I said, I can root the stick that's still got some live foliage on the trunk. And I was able to get 2 trees from that. But these crepe myrtles, you can't see right now, but they've been growing. These are young little crepe myrtles. I grew them from sticks. And I got to stake all of these to the fence where they can grow more erect instead of out to the sun. They're reaching out to the sun, which is good. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to train them. Here's another one jumping across this little alleyway to the woods here. Here's another young one here that I've been growing. Crepe myrtles, I love them. There's so many colors, and like I said, there's like, you can't see what I'm doing with that sun like that, but see that? There's that stick right there. Started these off from sticks. Look at these. Look at these crepe myrtles. I got crepe myrtles out the Yingling. I might sell you, might be able to start selling some varieties, and but I can show you how to just grow them with from a stick. And here's the end of the subject. no skin on your crepe myrtle. So I've got a lot of crepe myrtles to clean up, y'all. And I'm glad y'all stuck with me to the end so y'all can see how beautiful crepe myrtles are in your yard. Look how beautiful the bark is. This is why I like to grow these crepe myrtles for the beauty of the bark. You don't want a bunch of junk like this, that green stuff. Pull that off so everybody can see your beautiful trees. All that old skin. I've got to go. A 20-minute video.